Welcome, welcome. Now is the time to let us know if you can hear us, because we are trying to figure this out.
I got positive. Yeah,
All right.
audio's working.
Audio's working.
Yeah,
So we figured out what was going on here. So thank you
we
for
were
your
gonna
patience.
sing. We were gonna sing during
We
the intro video because we don't know how to make the intro music like Chad does. But we also didn't realize that our audio doesn't go over until we're on video. So
Chris, you misspoke a little bit there. You said that we were going to sing. We sang
We
for
did
3
sing.
solid minutes until we realized you guys couldn't hear us.
Yeah.
So,
It is. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, but anyway, this should be a fun night, I think, for everyone involved. I'm right now trying to figure out YouTube right now. If anyone hasn't noticed, Chad's not here. I don't know how you could possibly not have noticed how there was no music. We had to stop streaming, restart streaming. So 0 technical issues so far.
We missed Chad.
We missed
and
Chad.
He every time I think, and to his credit, Chad. I think he every once in a while, and on purpose, no real reason. He says he's busy. I don't think he's busy. I just think he wants people to appreciate how difficult this is by making us try and do it without him. And you win, Chad.
You win this round. You win this round, Chad. And but we have all kinds of fun things coming to you, and by fun, we don't know what's happening. We really have no idea what's happening. I'm trying to pull up all my different streams and all my different chats. I don't know how Chad does this. I really don't. Like
Chad has 100 monitors. He's like, have you ever seen the movie Grandma's Boy?
I actually have not. No, I have not.
Okay, well then you won't know this.
No, okay. Well, tell me anyway.
In Grandma's Boy, there's one of the programmer guys. He's sitting in a room, like one of these big computer chairs. He's got like all these screens like above him. That's what I imagine Chad.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I feel right now. I'm literally, so just to give you guys a window into my nervous technical world, I have the Zoom screen up, which I am looking at right now. So this is on me looking at Zoom. I have Twitch over here, so this is what I'm looking at, the Twitch screen. I have YouTube over here, and then I have Facebook over there. I have all of these. I'm looking at 4 different Ties and 4 different Chris's right now. And so, yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
What that means is no matter where you're watching, if you're watching on Facebook, on Twitch, or on YouTube, throw some stuff in the chat. We want to say hey to you. Like just like Katie Joe. Hey Katie, how's it going?
Katie Joe.
Katie Joe. Chad does win every round. Chad wins every round. Everything. And cheers to you, Katie. Cheers for you to being here and watching this catastrophe unfold. I think that's why most people are probably tuning in right now, because it's like
what's going to happen? What does off the cuff mean?
I don't know what off the cuff means. Also, people love watching train wrecks, and I feel like that's what the stream's going to be.
Well, I think people actually like to watch after the train has wrecked. I don't think they're particularly pleased at watching the train crash into the car on the tracks. I think, yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then I'll just keep streaming my screen after we stop the show, and you can just watch me cry if you want.
Okay, we can do that. Speaking of train wrecks, it reminds me of a stupid story. It's completely irrelevant.
Everything's irrelevant on off the cuff.
But you know how like when you're on the highway and people on the other way, like they turn to watch the accident, call it rubbernecking.
Yeah.
Well, my brother, when he was little, he used to call it. He got it wrong. He called it poppycocking. Nice. He's like, yeah, the traffic's so back, everyone's poppycocking. And I was like, what do you mean? Nice. They're poppycocking. He's like, they're turning to look at the accident. And then so I never corrected him. And because I think that's great, and it carried over. Now I call it poppycocking. Yeah.
My first experience with rubbernecking, I think it was an Elvis Presley song.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe somebody in one of the chats of the planet can tell me.
Did someone slip in their blue suede shoes and everyone that walked by was rubbernecking?
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure it was a song called not called Elvis Presley, by Elvis Presley. Called Elvis Presley. It was a bio
self-titled.
song.
It was a self-titled
song. Biography song. It was. I think it was rubbernecking. I don't know. Anyway, this is just a brief glimpse at what we are thinking about doing tonight, which is nothing.
Oh yeah. We're just going to talk about random stuff. And if you have any questions, or if you even have topics, like we don't even know where it's going to go. And by the way, I forgot that we're supposed. If you at any point in time, if you're out there in the chat, and I'm going to remind people periodically throughout this, if you have any Harry Potter trivia question, type it into the chat.
I'm in the chat.
Ty's going to answer it.
See, here's the thing. I will either give you happy, I got it right, or vomit, I got it wrong. No, we have both Harrys here, and just in case.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay.
I didn't either. I just thought of it right now. Throw in any kind of Harry Potter trivia in the chat while we're chatting. Because tonight we just thought, Chad's not here. Let's do the bare minimum. Let's do the absolute bare minimum.
Well, to be fair, we did try to figure out how to do Jackbox games. We're just dumb, so we don't know how to do it.
Yeah, it took all of 5 seconds to realize I had no mental capacity to be able to do that. So
that's good. It doesn't matter. I like this. People should see our conversations. They should see.
Throw some stuff in the chat if you want us to talk about something. Like if there's a topic that you want us to talk about, we'd be happy to talk about topics. We talk about this is kind of give you a glimpse a little bit in the green room too, because in the green room before shows, we usually may have very passionate discussions about.
Oh, they said we have passion.
We have lots of passion. So Katie, I see that in the chat. Yes, absolutely. It is odd. It is odd because there's a little bit of a lag between Zoom and Twitch. I'm pretty sure when I said that in real time, you typed it in. So this is fun. This is cool. See, this is great. I can I guess I get a glimpse into the past when looking at the chat a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so we talk about Marvel all the time. We talk about ridiculous, stupid stuff all the time.
I do think I want to. Oh, never mind. I don't think.
Okay.
I had a thought and I threw it away. I threw it away. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was going to be like secret material that we were going to use for a sketch or something. I didn't want to bring it up.
Oh yeah. Let's keep that a secret.
That's what I figured.
I actually think like that one actually has a chance.
Yeah,
let's reveal that.
So I almost let the cat out of the bag.
Now who knows what kind of sketch ideas we come up with tonight? I mean, we have a lot of stuff. And of course, so if you have any topics that you want us to talk about, feel free. We're just going to start chatting. But throw some topics into the chat. Let us know you're here if you're out there.
Yes, please let us know.
We're watching Facebook. I think I'm watching YouTube. I don't really know how it works. It says live chat, but I don't see where you can put a chat in.
The Facebook chat is different, like if people do comments and stuff. But
no, I see Facebook. I'm talking about YouTube.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know about YouTube. YouTube, I clicked the live chat option. I wish we had live chat.
I wish I had live chat.
If we had live chat, you would be watching this fiasco right now. So this is all I have in the live chat on YouTube is welcome to live chat. Learn more. That's what I have.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't
YouTube.
Get YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, sorry, try Facebook or Twitch, or just type something in. I don't know. I mean, believe me, Katie, I'm not savvy enough to start anything on YouTube. I'm surprised I even opened YouTube, to be honest with you, which is sad.
I was going to say, no offense to the people who watch us on YouTube Live, but I forget we stream there.
Yeah, me too. Me too at times. And but you know what? We still love you. We still love YouTube. We love Facebook.
I do.
Too. So,
that's how I watch all of the old shows.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, I went and I want to make a list. I almost thought about doing a CGI Wikipedia. Only because the titles of the shows are so great when you just look at them as a list of the episode titles. And I was just imagining having all the episode titles listed and then a brief synopsis, kind of like a TV guide synopsis of like one of the episode, or like maybe some of the sketches, or maybe the sketch that or the game that led to the title.
Yeah.
It's great. The titles are amazing. And
I like that. I like that. Maybe like a chaotic or a CGI cinematic universe, and have them all connect in some way.
Oh man, if we could do recurring characters, that would be fun too.
It'd be like just trying to find ways to make like the show titles make sense with each other. Like it is one world, like one universe that they all live in.
Oh yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Like what I mean, if we had the time, which we don't, to go in and like see how like all these improv scenes that we do live in the same universe, like
a lot of them,
or the multiverse of improv.
There's a lot of them, a lot. Like I was looking back at
too many shows.
We have
a lot of shows.
Yeah, it was just funny because I went back and I was looking at even the shows that like Jack and Noah were in, and I have no concept of time during COVID, and I was like, wow, it's been years, like probably 3-4 years. With Jack, I'm sure was like in middle school when they were doing this. No, it was barely not even a year ago.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. It's weird to think that we've been doing this for. Gosh, it'd be 2 years in July?
In June.
June
or July.
2 years in June. Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's at one point there was like 3 shows a week. So there's a bunch of shows.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a bunch of shows. I don't know.
Anyway, that's fun. And we actually have a new improv game that we're hoping that maybe this week, if that'd be nice to kind of put forward. It's a fun little game that I just saw on Twitter. So on Twitter. By the way, speaking of Twitter, if obviously there's no way to live stream to Twitter, I don't think. So but go out there and follow us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Tweet at us. Let us know what you're thinking, what you want to see us do at any time. But yeah, we have some new games. I saw this thing on Twitter. It's like this motivational thing where it's like 26 different options on 4 different things. And then, so like you'd give us different numbers and we would choose the motivational phrase that the scene has to start in. And so I thought that might be a fun game to play at one point. So so look out for that for everyone out there. Look out to see.
Look out for it.
Yeah, look out for it because it's coming for you, whether you want it to or not. I guess technically if you didn't want it, you just wouldn't start streaming the show. You just wouldn't watch the show, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
We haven't quite found a way. Oh yeah, look out for it, Katie. Chances are you might be in it.
It's true. You could be the guinea pig that's in it for the first time. You don't even know.
First one to do it. So yeah, especially look out for it then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it'd be fun if anyone has any new things to do. Anything that you want to be. Volunteers tribute.
Volunteers tribute. Yeah. Well, and to the point of, anytime we've done an improv show and we've done a game for the very first time, it's usually baller. Like it
really is.
And it's weird, but it usually works out very well. And I think that's when you can tell that a game sucks, is when it's great the first time out, but then once you figure out how to do it, you can't do it. It's never good anymore. Yeah. Maybe it's just because you accidentally
hit gold.
Yeah, it was just the energy of doing something new, but the game's really not good. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So I mean, improv is fun that way. Like always, constantly thinking of new games. Like we've come up with a few games just for Zoom. So Chris, I guess while we're just chatting here, what kinds of things do you look for when you're like thinking of a new game? Like what kinds of things are you like thinking of? Like if you have an idea for a game, like what kinds of things do you focus on when you're coming up
right now I think it's can you do this online? Like that's the number one thing. Is this something, because I think if you're doing a live show, well, I don't want to say that either, because I think there's things that you can do online that wouldn't translate in a live on stage show, but you can get away with do a lot more on stage. So that's the first thing. The other thing I guess is how like entertaining would it be if like the audience wasn't giving a lot, like if it's one of those things where you don't get a lot of suggestions, can you still pull it off? So I think I don't know who's in the cast who can do it, who can pull it off, sort of thing too. I don't pick games that I think I could do. I try to pick games that I think everyone would be able to do. Mm-hmm. Like, is this the rules of it easy enough? I don't know. That's weird because I think I mean most games are just reskinned other games anyway. Like there's only like 4 games ever, and then you just find ways to reskin them. But
yeah, I mean I like trying to come up with new stuff, like new gimmicks or new I'm looking for the right word of like mechanics, like how the game functions. Like new things like that are always kind of fun with me. If I ever come up with an idea, I always try to think of a new mechanic of sorts of how can this change the scene.
I think now mostly I think I come up with red flags. Like I think first off, how would this not work?
Yeah. You are a negative Nancy. You are a notorious negative Nancy.
Not negative.
Not negative.
Nancy. It's called preventative problem solving. And that is, do I foresee there being any major issues with this?
Preventative
problem solving. And then, so like, well, and one of the things is like, okay, if could you do this without understanding how to improvise? And if you could, it's probably not a good improv game to do, because then it's all 100% mechanics that has nothing to do with improvisation.
Plus, we let in the people that don't know how to improvise. And
we've done that before.
We don't want them. Oh, we have done that before. Oh, but that's a different story.
Then it becomes the gimmick is the gimmick is what's interesting, and not the improvisation that goes along with it.
I feel you. No, I think that right there might be the key of short form improv that I think people miss. Is short form improv is still improv. Like you still have to improvise.
Mhm.
Like you still have to. You can't rely on the game. If you rely on the game 100% of the time, then you're never gonna get to anywhere in improv. Like I think you do still have to do a good improv in like for instance, a lot of times I will lean on the game to assist me in creating new things. Like for instance, the first thing that came to mind was the game of change. Right. So of course, like with improv, you're just going with your gut, saying the first thing that kind of pops in your mind. With change, it forces you to change that, right? And so it puts you on a different path sometimes, which is fun. And so like leaning on that of like, cool, I'm going to lean on that aspect of the improv game to help me with my improv is nice, but without being reliant on it. Because if you're reliant on it, then it becomes an issue.
Yep.
No, I get that.
I think it's fun too, like because improv. I love improv. Obviously, I've known it forever, but
I hate it. It's the worst thing.
I know. I have to keep twisting your arm. Along with the ribbon on the crystallized pineapple. Ooh, we got a twitch. We have a Harry Potter trivia. We're going to pause our discussion on improvisation.
We don't care about this crap anyway. I care about Harry Potter. All right, what is it? Okay, along with the
I'll read it to you. Okay.
Okay.
I'll read it to you. So Ty, here we go. Get your thinking caps ready. This is from D. Mulligani. I've never heard of this person. I have no idea who she is. Okay. I don't even know if it's a she. D could stand for Dennis. I don't think
you gave yourself away a little bit.
I probably did. Okay. All right, Ty Mulligani.
All right.
So
there's a lot of Mulliganis out there.
Along with the ribbon on the crystallized pineapple, what does Slughorn run his fingers over while talking to Tom Riddle? Along with the ribbon on the crystallized pineapple, what does Slughorn run his fingers over while talking to Tom Riddle? I'm assuming, is this a movie question?
No, this is not a movie question.
Okay, it's the book. Okay.
But the question is this the J.K. Rowling series, or is this my personal fan fiction, erotic fan fiction? Because those are two wildly different answers.
Hold on a second. I think. Oh, we're getting second part. Both. I think she wrote both. Need both answers.
Both answers.
Both answers to that.
Well, I mean, I just to let you know, my on my erotic fan fiction, this is a very intense scene.
I can tell.
Very
Pineapple,
He's got a little
Slughorns.
bit of the sugar from the pineapple still on his fingers. Oh, it is.
Anytime you get riddles, slugs, and pineapples, you know you're in for a treat.
All right. All seriousness. Let me think for a moment. This is a good question.
It is.
The ribbon.
I wish I had a little book. I don't know.
Right? Yeah, I know.
I'm assuming this is in the Half-Blood Prince.
Oh,
Slughorn.
Yeah. It's the memory, of course.
Yes. The pensieve. What did I call him? I used to call it the thought snot. That's what I called it. Thought snot. Yeah, because it's your thoughts, and it comes out like in the movies. It comes out like a booger, like a long booger. It's thought snot.
That's so great. Okay, wow.
Katie Joe's humming the Jeopardy theme.
Man.
I think you
I'm getting distracted here. I'm getting distracted. This is such a tough question. I'm trying to visualize.
Oh, I think we might be going to Puke and Harry here.
Yeah, I know. We might be going to Puke and Harry here. We're going Puke and Harry here because there's a couple of things that popped into my head.
Okay, tell me your thought process.
One of the things that popped in my head immediately was the box, right? The box that the crystallized pineapple was in, but the ribbon, it doesn't even make any sense. It was the ribbon and the box, right? That doesn't make any sense. Then my second thought was his drink, because he is Slughorn. He's definitely got a drink of some sort.
He's alcoholic.
Yeah, he is. So that was something that popped in my head, was maybe his drink, or maybe the arm of his chair.
Right.
But part of me wonders if it's his mustache.
He has a mustache in the book? I don't remember.
Yeah, he does. He has a mustache. I'm going to go final answer, mustache.
Okay, we're going to have to wait. Final answer is mustache, D. Mulligani. Dennis. And so, Dennis, if you can write in the answer to that for us and let us know whether he's right or wrong.
Mustache. I know I'm wrong. I know I am. But that was where my thought process went.
Okay.
But back to something that you said while we're waiting for my verdict to ring in, if I'm throwing up or if I'm amazed at my Quidditch prowess. When you said what was it? Preventative problem solver. Yeah. I would love it if that's how somebody didn't get a job. Like you interviewed for the job and they sent you an email. They're like, sorry, because of our policy of preventative problem solving,
Well,
we cannot hire you.
Isn't that the whole premise of that movie Minority Report with well done with the drink goes along the lines of ran his fingers over the stem of his wine glass.
No,
so, yeah.
I went with mustache, but I feel like I got half credit for that because
I think what happens is you do both. He goes to vomit, but then he pukes out a gold coin and he looks surprised at it on the left.
I really, Chris, you let me down a little bit. I really hope you'd be like, he goes to vomit, he pukes up the golden snitch, which he catches and then wins the game.
No snitch. No, I don't want you to win. I want you to be surprised.
I mean, I'm pretty set. See, D. Mulligani's over here just quoting my erotic fan fiction. She's asterisk thick. That's literally one of my chapters right there. It's just chapter title. Chapter title and then thick, period. And then next chapter.
THICC thick?
No. THICK.
Okay. Okay. That's good.
Regular.
That's good.
Yeah. I like it.
I like that, Tis. Those good trivia questions.
Yeah, that's good. No, that was a hard one right out the gate.
Just to remind everyone, in the Facebook, YouTube,
we're watching all the chats.
Twitch, periodically throughout, there's just our little off the cup chat here. If you wanna, if you have any Harry Potter trivia question, go ahead and ask it. Ty will get it wrong, and we'll move on. So that's
exactly that's how this works. And since I got one half right, we're gonna do a little thing with Chris too. Chris apparently is really good at the 6 degrees of separation between actors. You're welcome to throw some in the chat, but again,
it's a lot. Yeah, it's on the spot. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm on the spot too, Chris. So we're gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna do it this time. I'm gonna think of some. So let's. Okay, I'm gonna make this
be easy. Yeah.
You want me to start easy? You want me to start easy? All right.
Easier.
I'll start easier. I'll give you a lob. I'll lob one up for you. Right.
Lob one up for me.
Hit it.
Kind of like how Dennis lobbed a real easy question.
Dennis lobbed a real easy question for me. So how about Christian Bale?
Okay.
Christian Bale and Amy Adams. How about that?
Okay, Christian Bale and Amy Adams. I'm going to think of this for a second while I have to get to Amy Adams. I almost have it. Christian Bale to Amy Adams.
See, it's going to be my luck. I'm going to pick 2 actors and Chris like, they were in a movie together.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing that sucks is like they could be, but when you get put under pressure like this, your brain just
like my first thought. Immediately when I said that, I was like, "Oh shoot, were they in American Hustle together?"
Yeah, they weren't. But so what am I doing? Oh yeah, Christian Bale to
Amy Adams.
To Amy Adams. Okay, so I gotta go down my regular train of thought here because
go for it.
If I keep thinking, I'm gonna
throw it.
So
throw it out there.
Let me. Oh man, finger. I'm gonna do.
That's the second chapter.
Let's see, Amy Adams. See, the only thing that's coming to me right now for Amy Adams outside of that American Hustle is the Night at the Museum 2. That's
really?
The first thing. That's the first thing that came to me. And now once it gets into my head, I'm stuck there. I'm really stuck there.
Well, you got some good actors there.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna do that. Let's see. And see, now I'm stuck with. God damn it. Oh. Okay, I was for whatever Christian Bale went straight to Batman, and I was stuck on Morgan Freeman. But there's a bunch of other actors that are in that,
like
obviously, like Michael Caine, and and you also have Gary Oldman. You got a ton of people that are in there.
Oh yeah.
So if I was gonna do, who did I say I was doing now? Shit.
Christian Bale and Amy Adams.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can beat you now.
You talk for a second. Talk for like 30 seconds to the audience, and I'm gonna do this right here in my head.
I'm gonna start thinking of Amy Adams movies.
Just. I'm gonna do it right now. I got it.
No, okay.
You talk. You shut
me down. You told me to shush.
Okay.
You told me.
No, I said you talk to the audience. Don't talk to me.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the audience. I'm giving the audience a lesson on Amy Adams movies. Anyway, so hey audience, throw some stuff in the chat if you want us to talk about. We're just talking because Chad is off tonight, and this is the extent of what we can do without Chad. So if you have any topics you want us to talk about, send us in the chats. We're watching Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So wherever you guys are watching, throw some stuff in the chat. You're also welcome to, just like D. Mulligani did, throw up any Harry Potter trivia questions into the chat if you want. Be happy to answer any Harry Potter trivia questions that anyone may have. Right now, Chris is trying to figure out 6 Degrees of Separation, Christian Bale to Amy Adams.
I just did Christian Bale to
Yep.
Christian Bale.
Whoa. That's
I went in a
impressive.
weird loop all the way back around, completely forgetting that Amy Adams had to be in there. So,
I thought this would be pretty easy. The two big actors.
I did too. Hold on. I'm not done yet.
Now I'm going to think to see if I can do it.
Yeah, you should. I need to just pick someone from the Night of the Museum and just go with it, like Robin Williams.
Yeah.
But,
Hmm?
Hold on. Damn it. Almost had it again. Okay. See, on the spot. All right, so I'm gonna do. We'll just talk it through. We'll just talk it through, and we'll do this together. Yeah. So here's where I was going with this. So I've got Amy Adams, and I'm telling the Night of the Museum. We could do American Hustle. We're gonna do American Hustle. Who are we gonna choose from American Hustle?
By the way, I have it.
But who are we gonna choose for American Hustle if we do it?
I don't know. But I have my Degrees of Separation.
And did you go through Night of the Museum?
I did not.
Okay. Well, I'm going to.
Go for it.
Because I want to do
I did go through Night of the Museum. I did. I did go through Night of the Museum.
You did?
Yeah.
So the one thing I wanted to do was find a way. I intentionally wanted to find a way to get to True Romance, and I was really I was trying to find a Christian Slater. Nope. See, that's how I did. That's how I went back around. I did a circle. And you want to hear my circle though? It's a really good circle.
I do want to hear your circle, and then I'm going to tell you my 6 Degrees of Separation.
Okay, it's a really good circle though. I went Christian Bale to Morgan Freeman, in Batman,
right?
Morgan Freeman to Brad Pitt in 7.
Yeah. 7.
Then I went Brad Pitt to Gary Oldman in True Romance, and then Gary Oldman back to Christian Bale in Batman. So I did a circle without going forward.
All right.
To Amy Adams.
Are you ready for this? Amy Adams
Sure.
to Robin Williams, Night of the Museum.
Yes.
Robin Williams to Matt Damon, Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. Yes.
Matt Damon, Alan Rickman, Dogma.
Ooh, Dogma.
Alan Rickman, Gary Oldman, Harry Potter.
Yep.
Gary Oldman, Christian Bale, Batman. There's my 6 degrees.
It's a good one. There's a faster way though.
No, there's not. That's the fastest.
No,
I was also thinking. I was trying to think of of Patrick Dempsey from Enchanted. Amy Adams, Patrick Dempsey, Enchanted.
Yeah.
Amy Adams. I was also thinking Amy Adams and Marky Mark in The Fighter.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg actually would be a good one because you could go. There a movie that had Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman.
Secondhand Lions.
No, weren't they old people? I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's why I don't do that. That's why I don't do that. Bucket list. That's sort of because you could do that. That's real quick. So you go from Amy Adams to Mark Wahlberg, and then Mark Wahlberg to Jack Nicholson in The Departed, right? Weren't they both in The Departed?
Everyone's in The Departed.
Yeah, that's true. And then Mark Wahlberg to Morgan Freeman, Christian Bale.
Yeah. Boom. See, this is fun, right?
That only took an hour. It only took an hour.
And that's our show, folks. Welcome.
It's 6 degrees in 60 minutes. That's how we do it.
So great.
Do a degree every 10 minutes, make it nice and slow.
Yeah.
So
anyway. Well, that was fun.
Let's not do that again.
Yeah. So well, I guess on those lines there, are you a fan of the Night of the Museum movies?
I like I forgot when I went that Ricky Gervais was even in it until I saw a bloopers reel of on YouTube actors losing it or something.
Oh yeah.
And it was Ricky Gervais and Ben Stiller cracking up. I'd forgotten he was in it, but I remember the first one liking it. The second one with Amy Adams, she was like the Amelia Earhart or something, wasn't she?
Amelia Earhart, yeah.
Is there a third one?
I don't think so.
Okay, then I saw them. I also a very underrated actor in there is the British guy that plays the Centurion. What's his name?
I don't know.
He was in Hamlet 2.
Is he like the main guy in Hamlet 2?
Yes, he's the teacher.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know his name, but I know.
I know he's super famous. I know he had a really weird British television show where he was like an exterminator. It's gonna piss me off because he does a Michael Caine impression all the time. Steve Coogan. Yeah, he does a Michael Caine impression, and he's the one like Michael Caine. Like he does that way.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just something was like. And speaking of Night of the Museum, we just watched the new James Bond movie, and of course, Rami Malek.
Haven't seen it.
Rami Malek, he's brilliant. I mean, I something weird. I was thinking of that the other day. I was talking to my wife the other day about this. about oh yeah, we have yes, him and Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson,
together.
yeah.
Yeah.
As the cowboy.
Yeah.
Wait, real quick, before you go to speaking of Owen Wilson Cowboys, Shanghai Noon, very underrated movie. And Shanghai Nights is okay, but Shanghai Noon is fantastic.
Great
movie. I love it.
I did enjoy that movie. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
It's great. Yeah. Jackie Chan is one of my favorites. He makes me laugh like nobody. But Owen Wilson as just a shitty cowboy is great.
I love Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so there's if we're talking about like range of actors, Rami Malek is so awesome. I mean, think about what he's done. He was King Tut in Night of the Museum.
But you know what? The best King Tut I've ever seen.
I mean, by far the best King Tut I've ever seen. As far as King Tuts go, he was up there, probably top 2, maybe top 3 at argument's sake. But then Mr. Robot, which I have not seen, but I heard is really good. Then of course the James Bond villain. And then Freddie Mercury. I mean, like, gosh, holy cow, that guy. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, Freddie Mercury was good. It makes me wonder if he's like a really weird dude in real life, though. Like, there's some actors who, like, I don't know if they're always weird. Maybe that's why they're good actors, because maybe they started acting when they were super young and they were always make-believing, so they never really developed their own personality or their own thing. But then there's some that are always down to earth, like, forever. And then there's those who traverse and get freaking weird as time goes on, like Johnny Depp. Like, that dude, he's not playing with a full deck anymore.
It's
But like, you got people like Robert Downey Jr. Seems to be, he's on the level almost the whole time. He's always seemed to be like a cool dude.
Yeah.
What's her name? J-Law, Jennifer Lawrence seems like she'd be super fun.
Yeah.
Even like what's her name? She got her TV show now. She was in The Wedding Singer. Drew Barrymore.
Oh yeah.
Seems like she'd be fun. And on the same Adam Sandler. Like, it just seems like he's a regular dude. Owen Wilson, however, when I see him in interviews, reminds me a little bit of a male Gwyneth Paltrow, in the sense that sometimes I don't think he knows about the movies he's doing or he's in, like the details. Hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. Great. I don't know.
There was something. What was I saw? I saw something where, it was who voiced Megatron in the Transformers movie? It's like some big actor. It was it was who did V for Vendetta? Who was V for Vendetta?
I
think he's also in the Matrix.
Anderson.
Yeah, he's also in the Matrix. What is his name?
He was in the Lord of the Rings. He was in
he's in everything. He's in everything.
Hugo Weaving.
I think Hugo Weaving was Megatron.
In the movie or the cartoon?
The movie.
Oh,
like,
the movie.
He was the voice of Megatron in the movie, I think. That's what came to mind.
Which movie? The old 1984 one where they had the Dinobots?
No. Shia LaBeouf Transformers. Michael Bay movie.
I put that out of my brain.
And but yeah, if I remember correctly, he like showed up in like sweatpants and like did it in like an hour and a half, and people were like, "So what do you think of the script?" He's like, "I didn't read the script. I just read my lines and got out of there."
He was Emperor Zarkon.
Emperor Zarkon.
Oh, no, that's Voltron. Why am I doing Voltron?
What are you doing?
Transformers. Where did Voltron come into that? That was weird. I just had a major brain fart. Like, for some, we were talking about Transformers and Megatron, and I typed in Voltron, like, and he was in it. So that's what's even weird.
It's like, I want to save that clip. I'm glad these are recorded. I want to save that clip. It's like Emperor Zorkon.
Oh man! I was gonna say something too that made me forget. He came in and did the thing. I don't know. I had another comment about, I think, someone else doing. Oh yeah, in Iron Man 2, Sam Rockwell didn't know any of his lines, and they put a little earpiece in his ear, and they had someone, I don't know if it was like some sort of assistant or the director or whoever it was, but just basically reading his lines to him, and then he would just say it. That's why like his head is usually like on one side. You can't see like both. I don't know. It's a good little trivia. But
did they do that on purpose, or he just didn't want to remember his lines?
I think he didn't want to. Yeah, I don't think that was an accident. I just think he's like, yeah, I'm not learning all this stuff. He's like, just tell him to me.
That's bizarre.
Yeah,
I do love Sam Rockwell though.
I think he's great.
Seven Psychopaths, great movie.
Have you seen the movie? It's a movie with him and Nick Cage where they are. It's Matchstick Men.
Ghost Rider.
Matchstick Men. Ghost Rider. Yeah. Matchstick Men.
I've not seen that.
So they're con artists, but who did I say was it? Nick Cage is a con artist with like major like OCD and like all these like mental things. Like he has to like turn lights on and off 3 times. He has to wash his hands. His house has to be kept real clean. And Sam Rockwell's like his new buddy, like assistant, and like is like messes with him the whole time. It's a really good movie. It's got a twist at the end, but he made me laugh in that a lot.
He's so funny.
And who's the girl that from Trolls that sings with Justin Timberlake?
No idea. I've never seen that movie.
Pitch Perfect. She was Pitch
Anna
Perfect. Anna Kendrick. She was in a movie with Sam Rockwell where they fall in love, and he was like an assassin or something, or like a hired killer.
I have a feeling that if Dee Mulligani is still watching this stream, she will be able to tell you exactly.
It's like The Perfect Man or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. It's called something weird. Like anyway, he was good in that too.
Yeah.
And whoever filmed that did a good job because like there's a lot of slow mo things where he's like they're like about to kiss or whatever, but he's like dodging bullets. I don't know. It was good.
Yeah, I like Sam Rockwell. He's fun.
Yeah, he was good in was it the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
I've never seen that.
Too. He was in it. It was pretty good. I could talk about movies all day. We can have a movie.
We can have that's
off the cuff chat stream.
That's what we're doing.
That's where it went. That's where it went. You know what? That's improvisation, man. You just go where the seed takes you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Mr. Right. See,
Mr. Right. There we go.
I told you that Dee Mulligani would be able to tell you that.
Dennis there in the clutch, man.
Good old Dennis.
In the
Thanks,
clutch.
Dennis.
Yep.
Whew, speaking of movies that I really like, and speaking of the lovely man behind me, Daniel Radcliffe, I love everything that he's in. I love the movie Guns Akimbo. That was a super fun movie.
I just like the word akimbo.
Yeah. Guns Akimbo, super fun. So anyone out there who's watching this,
is that streaming right now, or can you like watch it?
I don't know. We watched it on Amazon Prime first, and then I got it on DVD because it's fantastic. But yeah, Guns Akimbo, that was super fun. I think like Daniel Radcliffe has the right mindset on movies, where he's just like, I'm just gonna pick the movies I want to do, because why not? He's got all the money in the world.
Yeah.
So like he just goes out and is like, this seems like a fun project. Let me do it.
Yeah. What was that? I saw a movie with. The guy that plays Ron Weasley?
Rupert Grint.
Rupert Grint. He was in. I think it was a movie. It might have been a TV show. There was a movie. Someone was people were trying to kill either him or someone he knew. There was a scene where like they're in a parking deck and he's like trying to hide and I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I know he was in that. ABC Murders show, like miniseries.
Maybe that was it.
With John Malkovich being Hercule Poirot, fantastic, super depressing, but very good.
Emma Watson was in that. Speaking of movies, of course, since we're talking about.
Of course, yeah.
Have you seen? There's a book I read. She was in the movie Perks of Being a Wallflower, and she was in that film. She played one of the main roles in that. It was a pretty good. The book was depressing as hell, but but Sam Rockwell and the woman who plays the reporter in Iron Man have been together 10 plus years. Little trivia. Did not know that. The woman who played the reporter, is she the one that was in Talladega Nights? Because she's a comedy actress and been for a long time.
I don't know.
I think she was Talladega. I think she's the wife in Talladega Nights.
Why didn't we think of that as the Amy Adams movie?
Holy Nikes. Yeah. I forgot she was in that. See, that's the thing about Amy Adams is, well, and I don't want to be typecast. I'm not typecast, but there's, you would think that red-haired actresses, you would remember them because there's so few in Hollywood. Instead, they all get put together into one ball.
One little thing, yeah. Oh,
yeah, it's weird.
Since you brought it up, do you have a favorite Will Ferrell movie?
I know it sounds dumb, but I think Elf is my favorite Will Ferrell movie.
Oh, okay.
I love it. Like I love it. Some of the other ones they come and go. Like I thought, well, it's not really a Will Ferrell movie, but I think it's funny, but sometimes I watch it and it's not funny. So it's not, to me, it's not a one forever. Elf I can watch forever, ever. Forever, ever.
Yeah, you know what? One of my favorite Will Ferrell movies is and if anyone's interested, Guns Akimbo.
Oh, it's still free on Prime? Oh, okay, then I'll definitely watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. So if if anyone, so for me, one of the movies that like always comes to mind with Will Ferrell is Stranger Than Fiction. Love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Love
Yeah,
that
it's
movie. It's not comedy, but in certain ways it is. But it's just a great. I just love that movie. I think he's brilliant in it.
Yeah, he had that period where he did that and he did that movie Everything Must Go, where like he lives on his front porch because his wife like wants to divorce him, or not front lawn.
Yeah.
The only problem is with Will Ferrell. I love Will Ferrell. Most of his my favorite role he was ever in was Mugatu in Zoolander.
Oh my gosh,
I love Mugatu.
Oh my gosh, brilliant.
That's his favorite. My favorite character he ever did is Mugatu. Yeah. If they made a Mugatu movie, I would watch it. I would watch it in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mugatu's great. But like a lot of his movies they're comedy movies in the sense, and they kind of just blend in. Like any movie, like that Step Brothers or whatever, any movie he does with John
C. Reilly.
They all bleed together.
I feel you. So. So here we go. We're gonna give you some options here, some comedy options, some comedy movie duos. Movie duos. We're gonna talk about comedy movie duos. So if you have any comedy movie duos, put them in the chat and we'll talk about them. But comedy movie duos, I'm going to hit you with them. Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost.
Yep.
Another good comedy duo.
They have an advantage over those over John C. Reilly and
Will Ferrell.
And yeah.
Adam Sandler and insert name there. I mean, obviously he has a whole cast of people that he normally does movies with.
And none of them are as funny as him.
None of them are, but
except for the one guy that was at Grandma's Boy, which was he tends to have bigger roles in his movies. It was the dude that was the chauffeur in the Wedding Singer.
Oh no! What else has he been in?
He's in all of his Adam Sandler's movies.
Right.
He's one of his buddies. Let me think. In I got to name an Adam Sandler movie. I can't think of it right now.
Waterboy.
I think he was one of the in Waterboy. Was he one of the? He might have been one of the dudes with oh god damn it, the guy one of the fans. I think he might have been one of the fans. But who's the brother of the Happy Days guy? Who's Cunningham in Happy Days? The director.
Cunningham in Happy Days.
Yeah, the main dude in Happy Days, the redhead dude in Happy Days.
Ron Howard.
So Ron Howard's brother, Clint Howard, was one of the bumps. I think the other guy was this person I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah. Clint Howard's in a lot of them too.
Clint Howard's in all Ron Howard's movies.
Wait, Ron Howard did The Waterboy?
No. We're melding worlds.
The little-known Ron Howard Oscar-winning movie, The Waterboy.
Hey, Ron Howard did Willow, so come on. I mean, Willow's great. Willow's great, and they're making a Willow show.
Interesting.
Okay,
but anyway, Adam Sandler and insert person here.
Yeah.
So I guess I
wouldn't call it a comedy duo. Adam Sandler and anyone else, because he always had the accoutrement.
Yeah.
If I was going to put a duo with him, I'd put Drew Barrymore because they're fantastic in every movie.
They are really good together.
They have a weird.
I don't think they've done. I'm trying to think of how many movies they've done together. But
3.
No, I'm thinking of. I was maybe you're reading my mind. But Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph. How many movies have they done together? I know they did Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Or be Kristen Wiig and someone else, maybe. I know, and then like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, but they've only they don't do movies that often.
Yeah. It's been so like I wouldn't call them duos. Because to me, like to be a comedy duo, you have to have multiple things.
Yeah, you kind of like you are like a thing, like, and I guess really one of the few ones are there is Nick Frost and Simon Pegg because they make movies all the time, and which I love Simon Pegg and Nick Frost movies. They are great. I love them. Either I froze or Chris froze. One of the two. Wait, this is so bizarre. Chris is. I don't know what's happening right now. I think Chris bailed on me. This is why we need Chad. Because, see, Chris is contemplating everything right now, and they're probably going to boot him off, and then my screen's going to get messed up. Folks, we're going off the rails. We are going off the rails right now. I'll just keep talking. See, there we go. Now the screen's gonna get messed up until Chris. All right. Well, this is fun. We'll see if Chris comes back. This is what happens when you leave someone who has no idea about how any of this technology works. You leave them in charge of technology. So we're gonna see if Chris jumps back in the meeting. In the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can like lower my screen a little bit. See if I can like get at least in just like oh here he comes. Never mind, here he comes. Oh Lord, you see everyone who's watching, you didn't know you were gonna be watching this. See, it's me and Chris. If you just joined in, it's just been me talking this whole time to Chris's avatar. That's all that's been going on for the last 45 minutes.
You might be able to hear me.
I'm throwing my voice into Chris's avatar. If you guys, I'm a ventriloquist of sorts.
How come you can't see me?
This is the greatest show on the planet Earth right now. There we go.
Hey, can you see me? Can you see me now?
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, I don't know. It happens every Tuesday. Around this time. I don't know why, but my Wi-Fi. Maybe that's when they decide to get rid of it or poo-poo it. I don't know.
It's so great. I was just continuing to talk while you were frozen because I didn't know what.
Yeah. It's gonna take me a second here. Just let me do one quick thing, and I'll.
It's okay.
I gotta switch back to my Wi-Fi. I'm on my hotspot.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. I'm good. Now I'm back on my Wi-Fi. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it does it every week. I don't know why. Anywho,
no, I mean I'm all about some Nick Frost and Simon Pegg movies, and
yes,
even like so we've been watching Truth Seekers, which is a show on Amazon Prime that has Nick Frost is the main character and Simon Pegg's in it as well, and is so funny. It kind of was that weird at first. We were like we didn't really know what to think of it, but then as we got into it more, we're like, oh, this is good. We enjoy it. Truth Seekers is kind of fun.
They were in one of their first TV shows they were ever in together. It had a lot of the same actors that were in Shaun of the Dead, but they were like they lived in an apartment building or something, and like Nick Frost was like a commando type dude, and like he was like he used to wear fatigues, and then something about space. Maybe they were big into like science fiction. I don't remember, but that was pre any of the movies they made.
Little known fact: both of them were actually in the Mission Impossible movies, because Nick Frost was Tom Cruise's stunt double.
Nick Frost was?
Yeah.
Back when he was not big? Or are you making this up? Okay. So that was that was not a funny fact. That was awful. But even so, we were talking comedy duos, and there are more, but like you don't see them as often because we talk about Will Ferrell, I actually think Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg are fantastic.
Oh man, the
together.
Other guys,
and also the
funny.
Stepdads.
Yeah.
Or Stepdads movies. So other guys and the Stepdad. I just think that they have a really good chemistry.
Oh yeah.
And that to me makes a good comedy duo because they're different.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what? Speaking of like comedies, you know what movie was surprisingly good? Jumanji.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Man, it was.
I wanted to.
I had zero interest in seeing that movie. I thought it was going to be really, really dumb, and it was brilliant. Yeah. It was so good.
The Rock is always good to me. He's always good.
Jack Black
and Jack
Kevin
Black
Hart
is great.
Karen,
Kevin Hart.
I can't ever know. Is it Karen Gillan or Gilliam or Gilliam?
I don't know. Don't know how to pronounce it. I would say Gilliam.
Yeah.
But then again, that's not always how G's are pronounced. Like here's two different. You have Gillian Anderson, right, from X-Files, but you have Gillian, the girl that was in Community. Gillian,
yeah, but this is a last name too, so that could even throw everything else off.
Yeah,
last names can be weird like that.
I think GILs should always be a hard G, and I'm speaking from someone who has a soft G in their last name, Genschmer. I mean, a hard G in there that most people say is a soft G. They say it's a soft G like Genschmer. I don't know why. Genschmer. I get that all the time. Genschmer. Do you really? Like gentleman. Like they look at that as a soft G. Like
why would you look at that and think it's a soft G? It is. I'm guessing it's very German. It's
like German genius, gentleman, genuine. Like most people see Genschmer. They say that. I don't know why.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's how I tell people to pronounce my name. It's like bench and sir, but it's Gensch and Mur.
That's brilliant. I love it.
It works. Anyway, I don't know. I think you and I would be a good comedy duo.
I think we would be a
in
good
movie.
comedy duo. Yeah.
I
agree.
it would have to. It would have to be the right script. I mean, I'm not going
Well,
to sell myself out for anything.
Nah. Yeah, I'm working on. I mean, I'm working on to like turn my Harry Potter erotic fan fiction into a script, which I think we could probably do. Did he freeze again? Oh man, this is the greatest thing ever. Oh, it's gonna kick him out again. This is just Chris sabotaging me as I'm the tech person for the Tonight Show. This is Chris sabotaging me.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
Chris is sabotaging me as this is like Chris is like, oh, Ty's gonna run a show. I'm gonna sabotage him. How else would he be able to go in and out of being frozen? How else?
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
See, this is why we can never be a comedy duo. Because
well, we would have professional cameras and much better internet connections. I don't know what it is. It's Tuesdays. It's bizarre, and I don't know why. I have no idea why Tuesdays, because it's around 8:30. Yeah. So this would be like usually if we were doing Jackbox games tonight, it's when we're like in our crucial end of the second game.
Yeah.
And this is usually if you've played enough times to know I'm usually going to drop out at the end of the second game.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
But it doesn't matter because he has such a big lead. He'll still win the game.
I don't know. It's weird.
Oh man. But no, I mean, I think I'm working on I'm working on the script version, the movie version of the Harry Potter erotic fan fiction. So
all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be fun. It is heavy into Hagrid's story.
Oh yeah, Hagrid, who I've found to be the most erotic character in Harry Potter.
Obviously, I mean, come on.
I mean, look at the size of him.
I mean, come on.
Am I dropping out again?
No, I just.
Oh, scared me. I got freaked out for a second there. I keep thinking I'm dropping out like all the time. Like every time something's gonna happen, like I'm gonna.
It is fun. It is fun. No, I mean it's you did drop out for a little bit there. Let's see. Chris is doing it on purpose for everyone. Chris is absolutely doing this on purpose.
I'm doing this on purpose. I don't know what's happening.
Because you're just like freezing in faces. You're like.
I should just make a face and then just see if like. Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know. Anywho.
Well, maybe this is a good time to call it a night.
Yeah, I think so. I do want to do this again, though. I want to do this again. This was fun. I don't even care if anyone listens to us. No. But I think it's fun.
We actually got some thank you so much to Katie Joe and D Mulligani for joining us in the chat. You made the show awesome. Thank you so much for that. I didn't see anyone on Facebook or YouTube, but again, this is my first time running a show like this. So if you were on there and for some reason I couldn't see it, I'm sorry. And if you're watching this in the future, because I'm sure this is probably going to be our most rewatched episode that we've ever had.
Oh yeah.
I have a feeling. Put it in the chat. Just put it in the chat.
Yep.
We won't see it, but it'll be there. And so that's all that really needs to.
Watch it on YouTube and give us comments.
Yeah. That's what we need. We need more YouTube comments. So go on YouTube.
We do.
Get on YouTube. Comment on there.
You guys suck. You don't understand improvisation.
Gosh, that's the one thing I miss most about Bar Prov is the hecklers.
Bar Prov. Well, yeah. Were you in the show, the Moon Rock show, where the guy just kept shouting Moon Rock? That's every time we asked for a suggestion, he just kept yelling Moon Rock.
Maybe, I don't know. I've forgotten a lot of the shows, to be honest.
I have too. We did shows in the bar or in the Rare Martini for like 5 years.
Yeah,
like 5 years, almost 5 years.
Yeah, I started
doing shows.
I started doing shows summer of 2013.
13. Yeah.
And we moved out when we started doing the Stardome was right after Rare Martinis when we went to the Stardome, or
they were simultaneous.
Oh no, the Hyatt. We went to the Hyatt first, didn't we? Then the Stardome, right? See, he's dropping out on me again. This is why I don't know anything about timelines. This is why I need Chris to stop dropping out on me, so he can tell me when We worked.
Okay.
All right,
there we go. So the Hyatt. So yeah, we did with the Hyatt. We did simultaneous while we were at the Rare Martini.
Right.
Then we did the Stardome.
Right.
Because the Hyatt shut down, and we did Stardome for a little.
They just stopped having us there.
the room shut down. Yeah, and then we did. We were at the Stardome and Rare Martini simultaneous because we did the Stardome Thursdays and we did the
Rare Martini
Tuesdays nights.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I think at one point we did all three.
Yeah,
didn't we?
Maybe because the Hyatt was like Fridays and Saturdays. I thought
it was just Fridays. We did two shows Fridays. Yeah,
Fridays, yeah,
but it was sporadic. It was like every so often.
I will say probably, and I haven't thought very hard about this. Probably the best improv show I've ever been is the first improv jam at the Hyatt.
Oh yeah. Oh well, it was also like I just think one of the best improv shows I've seen. Like everyone, all three groups were on fire.
Holy cow, that was awesome. That was super fun. And we've had some good shows.
Yeah.
But like that was.
I think it was because once again it goes back to what I said the first time you do something. It was the first jam, and no jam was ever the same. They were all good, but they weren't that good. And also, it was a sold out 100 people in there. So like, if you ever watch back some of those clips, people laugh at almost nothing.
Nothing. And that's the fun thing about improv. And that's why I love it when people are like, well, I can't do improv. I can't do it. Like, yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You get enough people in there.
You can do improv.
People laugh at everything. Actually, I did a talk for UAB's University Honors Program. It was me and then a stand-up comedian who was a professor at UAB. We did a talk to the University Honors Program about comedy and how I was like, gosh, like improv comedy, the audience is on your side for the most part. The audience wants you to succeed. But with stand-up, it's almost the exact opposite. Like stand-up, they're really like the audience really is like, you need to make me laugh.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh yeah, and D. Malagani, I remember walking to the Rare Martini on Tuesdays to see those shows. Yeah, long gone are those days. That Rare Martini's been gone for a while.
It's become like a bunch of different stuff since then.
Now
I don't
it's
even know what
Los
it is
Amigos.
Now. Is it?
That used to be by the Pig, down on Claremont. Los Amigos moved in there.
Yeah, I don't ever go down to Lakeview anymore.
And I don't blame you.
I mean, I think I drove through the other day. That Jack Brown
Burgers. Ooh,
gone.
What is gone?
Is that there? Yeah, it looked like it closed down. I didn't see it there because that was not
the
only were the burgers delicious, they would play 90s alternative rock music while you're eating, and that was my high school. Yeah. So that was fun for me. I don't know. Yeah, Rare Martini. That was this. If you ever go cut your chops doing improv, doing it in a bar is worth failing at for years at a time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Most hostile audience we ever did improv for.
Yeah, D. Malagani, including the place that tapped the emergency sprinkler system as the water.
Yeah,
that was the
pizza place right after.
Oh, the pizza place. It was Birds. Birds. Yeah. That's why I thought chicken.
Yeah.
I think it was Birds. That's gross. Oof.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so there's some good times. Well, I think we're gonna call it a night. Again, thank you to everyone who watched and jumped in and out, and again, thank you so much to Katie Joe, who also gave us some bits. I'm not sure when Katie Joe gave us
bit cheers. That was right in the beginning. Yeah.
Right at the beginning. Oh, thanks Katie Joe for the bit cheers, and again, thanks D. Malagani and Katie Joe for the chats. We love seeing the chats. The open mic nights after those were terrible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, there were some that were good. I think it depended on who hosted and what time period they were. Because there was times when Mario would host them, there were times when Tolly would host them. Yeah. Chris Ivey started hosting them, but there were also some down periods where it was just not good. It was
just them saying jokes to themselves, like there was no audience.
Well, I mean, it was open mic, so I mean that was the thing. They're trying to. I prefer to know that a comedian is trying out new material and listen to it than to find out someone's cutting their teeth as a new comedian. It's because I give different leeways, I guess, for each one.
No, I got you. No, I feel you.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
And by the way, tonight reminds me of that improv show format I want to do, the rednecks on the porch.
Oh, yeah.
Like get a topic and just start talking about it. Yeah. Just you just go with your opinion.
I like it. I think that might be a game that we try next time too, with the other new game that we mentioned tonight. So keep an eye out. keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I mean, this was fun. I enjoyed this. It was just chatting, just enjoying some company with some good people.
And a vomiting Harry Potter.
And a vomiting Harry Potter, which everyone loves it. Everyone loves it.
They all love the.
But thank you. I want to thank Chris especially for making my first run as a technical director of live stream a resounding success.
Flawless. So I should blame you for my Wi-Fi cut.
Yeah, you can blame me for Wi-Fi. I'm the tech guy. You can blame me for everything technical. And words cannot explain how sad I am that you guys did not get to hear our intro music.
It was great.
I am still so mad about that.
We got to figure out how to do that because I will hum intro music.
I know.
We'll both do it.
Anyway, that'll be a Chad question. Chad, please come back. So, a couple of last things, I guess, if anyone's still out there even watching this at all. Check us out online, chaoticgoodimprov.com. We have an improv show probably this week, I'm guessing. Thursday night, 7:30. So come back, same place, whether Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, watch us 7:30. I guarantee you the stream will be much smoother because Chad will be running it. So come and check us out, Improv, Thursday night, 7:30. We do next Tuesday is our last Tuesday of January, which usually Tuesday nights, if anyone's joined in, usually Tuesday nights are Jackbox nights. But tonight, since Chad's not here, I do not have the technical abilities to do that. So
he also owns like all the Jackbox.
He owns everything. Chad is literally this is what happens when Chad is not here. Chad is literally he's not just the grease that oils the oil that greases the wheels, right? That makes the thing go. He's the entire car. Chad is the entire car. So so thank you, Chad. This is, if anything, we need to title this episode Chad is the best. And Chris froze again. So yeah.
I'm so this thing cutting out on me.
Well, anyway, check us out online, chaoticgoodimprov.com. Check us out on our shows. Check us out on the socials, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check us out. Follow us on Twitch.
Check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Tell people about us. We have some fun here. And if you ever want to do some stuff, just send us an email on chaoticgoodimprov.com. Whatever you want to do, just let us know. We'd be happy to accommodate. All right, Chris, do you have anything to say?
I'm good. Just have a wonderful rest of your night.
Thank you for not asking if I had a raid prepared. Don't know how to do it. So, couldn't tell you.
That's a chat thing.
No, we don't have a raid prepared. But yeah, have a great rest of your night. Happy Tuesday, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everyone, as I frantically figure out how to stop the stream. See how I do this.